Hello everyone, and welcome to English Story Radio channel. Today, I'm excited to share an English story with you. If you enjoy this story and want to see more like it, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications. That way, you'll be the first to know when I upload new content. Without further ado, let's get started. Once upon a time, in a cozy little house on Elm Street, there lived a cat named Whiskers. Whiskers was an ordinary cat, just like any other. She loved napping in the warm sunlight that poured through the window and chasing after butterflies in the garden. However, one fateful day, something extraordinary happened to Whiskers. As the clock struck midnight, a shooting star streaked across the night sky and landed right outside Whiskers' window. Curiosity piqued, she leaped onto the windowsill and gazed at the sparkling rock that had fallen from the heavens. Little did she know, this shooting star had bestowed upon her incredible superpowers. The next morning, Whiskers woke up feeling different. She had an indescribable energy coursing through her tiny body. Suddenly, she discovered she could leap higher than ever before and run with lightning speed. Whiskers had become a superhero cat. Excited by her newfound abilities, Whiskers couldn't resist the temptation to put them to good use. She decided to keep her powers a secret, not wanting to worry her loving owner, Mrs. Jenkins. So, whenever Mrs. Jenkins was away, Whiskers would roam the neighborhood, ready to fight any evil that threatened its peace. One day, as Whiskers patrolled the streets, she noticed a gang of mischievous squirrels causing trouble in the park. They were stealing acorns from other animals and hoarding them for themselves. Whiskers knew it was her duty to protect the innocent creatures of the park. With a swift jump, she pounced on the squirrels, chasing them away and returning the stolen acorns. Whiskers' heroic acts didn't stop there. She rescued a bird with a broken wing, scared away a group of bullies bothering a timid mouse, and even foiled a sneaky raccoon's plan to steal fish from the nearby pond. The animals in the neighborhood couldn't believe their luck. They had their very own secret superhero keeping them safe. However, Whiskers soon realized that being a superhero was not all fun and games. She had to be careful not to reveal her secret identity. Sometimes, she would accidentally knock over a vase or create a mess while using her powers. But she would quickly find a way to blame it on the wind or another innocent cause, so Mrs. Jenkins wouldn't suspect a thing. As Whiskers continued her adventures, her reputation as a fearless feline grew. The animals started calling her Whiskers the Wonder Cat, and they would gather in the park, waiting for her next heroic act. Whiskers loved the attention, but deep down, she knew that her real purpose was to protect and serve. One sunny day, Mrs. Jenkins happened to witness Whiskers' superpowers in action. She saw her flying through the air and rescuing a stranded kitten from a tall tree. Mrs. Jenkins couldn't believe her eyes. She had no idea her beloved Whiskers was a superhero. Filled with joy, Mrs. Jenkins hugged Whiskers tightly. She was proud of her little cat and grateful for all the good she had done. From that day on, Whiskers didn't have to keep her secret anymore. She could be a superhero openly and share her adventures with Mrs. Jenkins. And so, Whiskers the Wonder Cat continued to protect her neighborhood from evil, with the full support and admiration of her owner and the animal community. They lived happily ever after, knowing that their guardian superhero cat would always be there to save the day.